How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffle Rowlett, and welcome back to a brand new video, lads. Today we're going to be taking a look at some uncovered BDSP screenshots, which we have not covered yet. We did talk about some of these yesterday, only a few of them, but I thought we'd take a look at all of them right now and see what it's all about. It's basically stuff from the Chinese, Japanese, and Korean websites for Pokemon BDSP. So let's sit down, take a look at all the stuff that has to be offered here. So first things first, let's just open up the actual post here, which was kind of put together nicely here by Sinnoh Shitpost. We put together a thread of all the BDSP stuff. So just sit back, relax, and let's get started. Now, a thread about BDSP uncovered screenshots. Now, first things first, we've already seen this one. I covered this yesterday, but also we've seen it before. This is the the box, I guess suitcase, which inside of it, of course, are the starter Pokemon that Professor Rowan kind of like offers you. And these are the ones that like are given to you by Dawn or Lucas, whatever, whenever you see them like right outside, Twin Leaf Village, in like the kind of like starting route. So next up we have, the Pokemon that you can choose between. Of course, we got Turtwig, we got Chimchar, we got, of course, Piplup. So nothing too strange there, just some clean images. Next up though, we have this right here. And this we saw yesterday. I talked about this one yesterday. It's just an image showing seemingly a bubble beam being shot out by a Piplup that Dawn is using. And the background is kind of blurry and honestly kind of like well detailed still, even for being more blurry. And it has this more like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee style to it in terms of its graphics, rather than like a more realistic approach that we've seen from other, stuff like Legends Arceus. Next up we have Manaphy. Now, of course, if you didn't know, if you pre-order the game, you can get yourself a Manaphy pretty much just for free. You get a Manaphy egg that you can essentially get from mystery gifts. So yeah, here we see it using a move. I'm not sure what move. We got Bidoof using some sort of move as well here, just being engorged in this kind of like shell, but I don't know what it's going to go for there. We've got Leaf Storm, I think, being used, or Leaf Blade, or whatever it is, I can't remember, being used by Turtwig here, with a Bidoof taking damage. The damage detail, like the actual like animations, seem pretty solid. I mean, even here, Chimchar actually shoots out the proper flame out of its mouth for, I'm assuming, Ember here, or Flamethrower. I'm not sure which one is going on. Again, not sure about all these. But next we got a Gust or Wing Attack coming in from Starly against Bidoof. Man, they're really like making Bidoof take a lot of damage here. I mean, my boy is already struggling as is, and they're just making his life even more miserable. But let's continue. Then, actually, he takes damage from Pikachu as well. That's actually kind of depressing, but it is what it is. Next up, we've got this one right here. Now, this is of the actual mining game. So if you haven't noticed, in Pokemon, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, they're recreating the underground, right? And they're adding in the little mining game where you could like take these like, pickaxes and just like mine the rocks to find little gems and stuff. And here he found a red sphere S, so a small red sphere, right? That's essentially what he got his hands on, which, hey, I don't know. I guess those are going to be used to like change, to put inside of your secret base, to change what the kind of like, what do you call them again? Like the brand new like feature, which is like the underground hideaways. It'll be able to like switch those for you, right? It'll be able to switch what Pokemon will show up or what hideaway you might be able to find. It's gonna have some impact on that. And you can see what the minigame looks like. You have to do it like slowly so you don't make it all collapse, because that's what the risky thing is, right? If you use the bigger hammer, you might like make it all collapse. So you gotta be careful. Next up though is the actual hideaway. This is the Molten one, which I guess using the red sphere, you can kind of summon this one in particular. Maybe if you get a blue sphere, you can be a water place, a green sphere, like a greeny place, with like more greens and forests and stuff like that, and, etc. Basically, I think it may actually change what like shows up. That's my kind of like general gist / understanding of how the system's going to operate, but let's continue. Next up is, of course, Turtwig on the, new super contest. So these contests are going to be really fun because you can do this kind of like little music mini game, almost like a rhythm game, so to say. If you've ever played any rhythm games, you'll kind of recognize this somewhat. But yeah, you can also use a contest move down there, and essentially this is going to be like a fun little way to make these things just a little bit more fun, right? And you can see that they're like, you got Metronome and Uproar coming from, the other Pokemon right there, coming up next. And it will just kind of change, I guess, like the flow of the whole thing, because those are the enemy Pokemon. Whereas, if they use like a Metronome, it's going to make you go down, whereas if you use Leaf Age and Confusion, it's just going to match up well. So it's super contests are going to be really fun. It's one of my personal favorite features was the contests. I enjoyed them back in Ruby and Sapphire, so I'm happy to see them return and actually improved. And here you can see like you get Brilliant kind of if you do it really well. And we're going to see how that actually works properly, like, how it goes. But you got Biplup showing off some Water Gun, fair enough. And we got the Pokemon just chilling. We got like Schoolboy and Lucas just kind of making both their Pokemon use Attract, I think. I might be wrong, I don't know. It seems like that's what's going on. Now, what's interesting here is this actually looks like the animations for some of the Pokeballs. Now, like specifically, Diamond and Pearl did include like a lot of like Pokeballs that have like unique animations when you pop out of them. And in this case, I think these are all like unique animations for those. And of course, also here, now what's like Cherrim, etc. Like I think this is like an ability here that makes this exact like Pokeball animation happen. But I think that was only in Platinum, if I'm not like mistaken. So that's a bit of an odd one. Here we also get to see like Lucas wearing a Pikachu hoodie, which looks sick. We never saw this in the shop, by the way. It wasn't in the shop, so it means we may be able to get some clothing from other places than the shop. We'll have to wait and see if that is the case. Next up, we also have Dawn in her outfit here, which we've seen already before. Now here we get to see Snowpoint, which I don't remember like seeing this in the trailer, but it's a Snowpoint gym, and just like it looks identical to what it was back in the day. There's nothing too crazy to say about it. Like it just looks like super like nostalgic, to be honest with you. We got a sailor right down here as well. We also have like you running through the deep snow with an Abomasnow following you, which, oh man, I can't wait for following Pokemon. It's gonna be so much fun. You got Pachirisu running through here. Now I can't remember what this is. This is where the ghost type gym is, because this is where the big contest hall is on the top right there. Like that's where the big contest hall is. I think it's the ghost type gym. I can't remember what it's called though. I have no clue what the city is called. My bad. This is the beach area. This is like around the same time you should be getting like your old rod, I think. You should have gotten an old rod by now in the game at this point, right? And also you should have been to the water fighting gym. Can't remember my boy's name, but basically you should have been there about this time. Then we actually have like footage, I guess, showing off Lucario, which is looking good, using, I don't know what this is, Aura Sphere or something else, but like I don't know what this is, to be fair with you. But using a pretty cool looking move. The animations, again, like the actual effects and animations look pretty sick, to be fair with you. I was worried that they were going to be like, kind of just like quickly mashed together and not too special or anything, or like not too interesting, but I'll be honest with you, these look pretty solid. Next up also we have Garchomp in one of the caves here. I'm guessing this is the underground potentially that you're dealing with here, or maybe this is the Victory Road. I don't know, it's some part with a cave in it. Then we have I think Veilstone. I might be wrong. I think this is what we're looking at right here. We've got like the flower fields, which of course if you run up here, there is normally supposed to be 2 guards here, supposed to be 2 like galactic grunts, I'm pretty sure, holding it out here until you defeat them in the you know, in the windmill, like you know, station, or like the power station. Until you defeat them there, they will not be removed. Once you've done that, they'll be removed and you can enter in there and get the guy who basically works at the windmill station. And then here we get to see, you know, Lucas running again with Staravia, I think, following him. And we got some berries down here that can be picked, apparently. So you're right down here, you can see that berry picking is going to be returning, so that's going to be great. We also have a metronome-style shop, your dream style anytime. So we've seen this one already. Nothing too crazy to say about it. It's going to basically be like, since it says metronome, it means that the items in there probably will change. Probably daily, there might be some changes. Like specific times of the day, they might change what's exactly in there. So that may actually be pretty cool. Then we have also this right here showing off Lucas and Barry. And what's interesting is that, as you may notice, Lucas isn't wearing a hat. There is nothing on him. There's no hat on him, which made me theorize that the reason he's not wearing a hat is because we will be able to essentially get a hat from our mom instead of running shoes, because running shoes will be a default in this game, and there won't be any running shoes the way we're used to them, right? That's what I'm thinking from this. I might be wrong, though. Then we got Cynthia, of course, just doing her dialogue from the original game. Of course, her name is question mark, because we don't know who she is yet. We don't know that she's the champion, right? And here I think you're being handed the Pokedex. I might be wrong. I don't really know. I'm assuming it's a Pokedex being handed your way by the professor. And also the details have been improved. You can clearly see that the chibis are far more cute, to be honest, and more detailed in the hands in particular. Like, you can pay attention to the hands, and you'll notice the hand and like animations and everything on them has been drastically changed and like improved. Then we have Roark, who's looking kind of adorable with his little hat, and you know, just again, details have been just like looks pretty good. I was worried that it was not going to be too good, but it's looking pretty solid to me. Then we have, oh man, is this the area, like the kind of the apartment buildings that you can enter into? And I think there are a few things you can get there. I can't remember those. I think those are items you can get there back in the day. Here we get to see the stat page for Pachirisu. It's level 5 Pachirisu that you caught. You can see what the stats page looks like. It pretty much looks the way it's supposed to be. Nothing too crazy. You got a last throwing out of Pokemon, and also the details are in the background. I mean, look at the detail, actually. It's been so much better, improved. Like, look at the detail. Look at like Mount Coronet still in the back. The trees look really good, actually, here. Like, the trees look detailed everything just looks pretty decent. I'm gonna be fair with you. And then we have the actual battle arena. Now this one we've already seen, but this one is super undetailed because there's no roof. As you can see, it's just a open space, but we have seen that in the Chinese trailer that has been improved. There is more detail to it, and there's extra lights added. We got Bidoof that was cool. Then we've got ourselves a Bidoof here, like the details about it. With nerves of steel, nothing can perturb it. It is more agile and active than it appears. And then, of course, we have a youngster, Tristan, into a battle right here. And they've tried to, like, recreate the actual poses of their sprites from back in the day, which I think is a really cool thing of them to do. And we got, like, freaking Catboy right here. And, yeah, there's not really much else to say. I think, for the most part, that is it. That is the, you know, that is the info. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts and opinions on all this? Are you guys excited for BDSP? And yeah, that's it for today. Also, a quick thing before we end, guys. Here is the comment from the question of the day. I think from yesterday, I think. Here it is. Yeah, right. I hope you guys want to answer our next question, which is, ladies and gentlemen, what is your personal favorite, or might as well, your personal favorite cat Pokemon? Out of all the cat Pokemon, what is your favorite? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all the next time. Peace out, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.